Well, it's that time of year where another influencer is being called out for no longer being relatable. And this time it's Jaclyn Hill. She's currently being talked about all over social media for her recent TikToks and so much more. So let's dig up these receipts and get into it. Okay, so Jaclyn Hill is having a tough time on social media this week, and the fans are calling her out. If you don't know who Jaclyn Hill is, let's go over it real quick. Jaclyn, I would say, is one of the original makeup gurus on YouTube. She would give us tips, tricks for makeup, full-on tutorials, and show us dupes of products that people couldn't afford. I would say Jaclyn isn't necessarily talked about a lot in the media for necessarily negative things. However, when it comes to her launching those lipsticks back in 2019, that was a different story. She launched the lipsticks, reviews started coming in talking about the quality of the products. One of the issues was people noticing the little fibers and fuzz embedded into the lipsticks. They were nude shades, and people were receiving shades more like white or gray. There were reports of uneven texture with the products, mainly causing pilling or crumbling apart upon application. Eventually, Jaclyn came out with a video titled My Lipsticks in 2019. Claimed the lipsticks were not moldy, expired, or hazardous in any way. Instead, she said the fibers, bumps, black dots, texture issues, etc. came from a manufacturing error. Jaclyn apologized for the failed launch. She said she was overconfident and quality control wasn't sufficient. The brand offered full refunds to all customers who purchased the lipsticks, whether they complained or not. She admitted that the production was rushed due to demand and scale, a mistake she made and she accepted responsibility for. Jaclyn has gone to have a successful career over the years. She has her own company and, just her overall brand. But of course, things change, and Jaclyn started adding to her content, especially with the growth of TikTok. She started posting what a lot of women post on TikTok: get ready with me's, hauls, shopping, but also her very, very nice home, her huge closet, all her clothes, all her success. And well, I think with the times right now, people just aren't really subscribing to that type of content. And it really doesn't have necessarily anything to do with Jaclyn herself. People just want more relatability. And of course, this isn't only happening to Jaclyn, it's happening to a lot of influencers right now. So fast forward to this past week, Jaclyn posted a TikTok where she's confused as to why her views are not matching her following number. And for reference, Jaclyn has around 1.2 million on TikTok and 5.4 million subscribers on YouTube. She hasn't posted on YouTube in over 4 months, last being a Prime Day haul video.
I want to talk about something that I feel like maybe is a little controversial, maybe not, but I feel like no one really talks about it on social media. At least I don't see this conversation being had, but I think about this every day. And this is coming from like an old school beauty content creator. I started on YouTube 14 years ago. Like, that is insane. I have been here for every single era, consistently uploading, downloading every new platform, like watch the birth of TikTok. Like I remember when Instagram became a thing. I was already on YouTube when Instagram became a thing, and I downloaded Instagram, and like it was like this new app, and we were posting the square photos. Like, I've been here for all of it. And I feel like we're in such a weird place on social media as content creators where I am like fighting. I feel like I am like trying to run through mud to connect with my followers at this point. I feel like there are so many bots, and I feel like these apps are now controlling who views my videos. And I feel like I get punished and penalized for not showing up and creating all the time. In the sense of, I took off, like I didn't post a TikTok, I think for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe. Like, sorry, shit, life happens. I've been doing this for 14 years. Maybe I'm a little burnt out, God forbid. But then I come back to TikTok, and it's like I'm put in like this TikTok jail where my views are complete shit. No one is seeing, like, it's one thing if my engagement is shit, meaning like maybe my views are high, but my comments are low and the likes are low. It's like, okay, so my audience wasn't feeling the vibes of this video. That's fine. But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like when I started, it was so organic. Like you subscribed to the people that you liked, you opened up those apps, or you got a notification on your phone saying so-and-so just posted a video, you go, you engage with it. And like, it was that simple. Now it's like, I put videos out there and sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm like, where is my audience? And I feel like my audience is really on Instagram stories. Like my girls are there for me on Instagram stories. Like I really know who I'm talking to over there, but I miss the days of knowing who I'm posting my content for. And I'm just like, how do like these new creators grow at this point? Like, do the new creators out there, do you guys feel like you're connecting with an audience, or do you just feel like you're kind of throwing your videos out into cyberspace and like hoping that it's gonna stick? Like, I don't know. And like my comments, like I'll post a video and within 10 seconds, I'll get like 15 comments and they're all slightly the same. And I'm like, okay, so like these are like bot comments. Like these aren't really my followers. Like I don't care about that. I'm at the point in my life and in my career where like I only want to post for my girls. Like the ones that I've built this relationship and this trust with. But like TikTok isn't even showing my stuff to those people. So I'm like, I don't know. It's like these apps control who sees our stuff, and like the audience that we worked hard to build isn't even ours. It's owned by these apps, and we just have to like hope and pray that after posting our content, these apps are going to choose to show our content to our audience who chose to follow us in the first place. I'm just so confused, and I don't see a lot of people having this conversation. This will probably put me in TikTok jail for like the next 6 months. So if you see me, hi, I love you and I miss you, and that's it.
One of the comments on TikToks read, I cannot connect to a $10,000 purse or shoe haul when $10,000 would pay off all my loans and change my life. We're tired of watching influencers rub their wealth in our faces. Jaclyn actually responded to this comment, as a follower, I see all of your stuff. I just don't connect with everything you're putting out there, so sometimes I don't engage. Sometimes I feel your content is meant for higher class people than me, or sometimes I feel your content is above my range in general. I don't interact with those videos, not saying you're doing anything wrong, I just don't live that life. And then Jaclyn commented back saying, yeah, I totally respect and understand that, but I'm talking about actual views. I'm talking about these apps not showing my content to people who follow me. And now when I go back on Jaclyn's TikTok posts, her views are really not that bad. She was saying her views are only in the 30,000s, but I'm definitely seeing 700,000, 1 million, 5 million, 800,000. So I'm not necessarily sure what she's talking about, unless all of a sudden this one TikTok has brought her back onto the mainstream media, and you know, maybe this was the plan all along.
Hi, so I posted a TikTok yesterday, and in this TikTok, I was talking about just being a content creator for the last 14 years and how I've watched these apps just change, and how I really feel like TikTok specifically like punishes you for not posting. And then like if you don't post a video for a week or two, they put you like in TikTok jail, is like what I consider it, and they don't show your content to your audience. And the comment section has taken such a turn, and I'm listening. Like I've been laying here in bed for the last 30 minutes reading these comments, because when I first posted the video yesterday, the comment section kind of went a different direction, and at first I was like, wait, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like I'm not talking about like my content, I'm talking about the app. But now there's like, I think 2,000 comments, and I'm like, okay, my ears are open, I'm listening, I'm reading your comments. You guys are saying that like you're sick of the influencer era, you're sick of the shit, you're sick of the luxury. And so my question to you guys is like, what is it that you want to see? Like I started this 14 years ago when I was literally on food stamps, broke as hell. I had no clue that you could make a dime doing social media. I genuinely started it for the love of it. I just loved beauty. I loved talking beauty. I loved recommendations. I loved teaching beauty. I just loved the community with other women. Like I worked at MAC Cosmetics at the time, and I freaking loved my job. I loved it. I still have dreams that I work at MAC. Like I loved it. I love just like talking about beauty products with other people. I love it. Anyways, with that being said, like the only reason I'm still here is because of you guys, because of the community. If you're not enjoying what you're seeing, I 100% want to know. I want to shift gears. 100%. So my ears are open. I would love to hear what you guys want to see from me specifically. That's the only point in this for me. You know, like I just want to have fun with you guys, and that's it. So like, please let me, it looks like I have a mullet right now. Let me and my mullet know what it is that you want to see from us, because that's all that really matters. You know what I mean?
Daniel Prada actually commented on this video saying, "I think you got the answer you actually needed. Also, as a fellow creator, I do not feel a part of the LA community because I'm not unboxing a 10,000 Bottega bag. Would love to, but I spend my money on travel. It's not really in my wheelhouse, nor do I find it realistic or attainable. I think people want to see you in your truest form, the way they fell in love with you and your content from the start. But obviously, not trying to act poor like some creators do to be relatable. Just be you, you don't need to keep up with everyone else. Babe, all your videos are 100,000 views, please be serious. We've all been begging for makeup tutorials from you for years, not more product links and home decor videos. Yes, you're listening, but you're not understanding. You aren't relatable, sweetie." And then this person wrote, "Makeup tutorials, I want to be educated, not influenced." I don't know, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Were you a viewer of Jaclyn Hill? Did you watch her back in the day? What do you think about all of this? Let me know. I'll talk to you later. Bye.